see you got a...
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Here to talk about the contract.
Contract? Ah, yes. Put my mark to something of the sort. Seems a creature's attacking lonely passers-by, abandoning their corpses in gutters around Oxenford.
Isn't that something you should look into?
Perhaps, but we've a ploughing war to win. Haven't got the time to clean gutters.
Let's talk about the reward.
Acquit yourself well and you'll not be disappointed. Redanian army's no band of scruffs. We can afford to hire a witcher. I know guildsmen ought to be decently rewarded, but there you've gone too far. I don't have that coin. I see you've taken a more reasonable tack. We're finally getting somewhere, but it's still too much. Very well. That I can pay with a clear conscience.
I'll take the job. Need to hear some details.
You'll learn everything I know.
Like to examine the victims' bodies.
A corpse is a corpse.
I see the wounds. Might be able to tell what kind of monster killed them.
Ask our Sawbones. He'll know if the corpses have been burned or not. You'll most likely find him in the hut on the riverbank. Our impromptu morgue.
Any witnesses to these attacks? Anyone see the beast?
Some woman survived an attack. They say she's not been sober since. I'd try the tavern in Oxenford if you're willing to try talking to her.
Won't give me any trouble with the reward, will you?
Nah, I want this out of my hair.
a hurry.
Oh, will you buy a round for a victim of the beast?
Tell me about the monster. How you were attacked.
I'd need another bottle to get through it.
I think you'll tell me everything I need to know. Bottle or no bottle.
Yes, I will. I was leaving the inn that night. Might have had a drink or 5. I'm sure I wasn't hallucinating. Something down an alley called my name. It was dark. I couldn't see what it was, but it wasn't no human. Of that I'm certain.
What makes you so sure?
I just know. This thing grabbed the hem of my skirt, but I broke free and ran.
That it? You didn't see much.
Don't believe me either, do you? Fuck you! Fuck you all!
Such excellent. My.
Crawl back under your...
It's damp. It's damp. It's
The bracelet. Pretty worn. Silver under the gilding. Too big for a woman's wrist. Attacker lost it most likely.
Stitch red to red?
You the medic? I'd like to see the monster's victims.
Oh, yes. I've not had them burned yet. Must get to that.
You done autopsies yet? Intend to?
Why would I? Beggars and vagrants. Every last one stinking of cheap wine.
Mind if I have a look?
In point of fact, I'd prefer you didn't sniff around.
Gonna make me come back with a written order?
Good grief. Pushy, aren't we? Here, the key to the morgue. Look all you want.
He was drunk. Someone dragged him over the cobblestones. Fang marks on his neck. Vampire sucked his blood. Vampire bites and the strong stench of alcohol. Just like the other one. Fondness for jewelry. Wounds on the victims' bodies. Everything suggests a catachan. Except this vampire likes the blood of drunkards. That's the way to lure it out.
If you were an ordinary man, I'd diagnose anemia. But you...
Continue along. Beg your pardon.
Oh. Ooh.
I won't talk with you. Ah, why?
Which? Viva Radovid!
We don't serve lushes, shavers, caretakers, or students from Philosopher's Hall.
Do I look like any of the people from that list?
Doesn't hurt to check, just so it's clear how things stand.
So what did they do to you, the students from...
Rather not talk on it, all right? What's your poison?
Mind if I have a look? Wanna get drunk off my ass, and it's gotta be on cheap wine.
Trouble with the lass? Or did your enterprise go under?
Neither, just part of the job.
I'll need you to pay in advance.
More, and keep it coming.
Continue along.
Once was a maid from Vicar Varro. Tight at night she'd be loose come morrow. Early in the morning, another maid from Vicar Varro. Plowed with pleasure, drank with sorrow, till early
Where
in
you
the
think you're
morning.
going, Mucker?
Why do you even care?
You're in the military operations zone, and our job's to collect the war tax.
Look more like you're collecting for a round of vodka to me.
I wonder I do. Will you be that cheeky when we accuse you of spying? Now shut your trap and pay.
Fine, I'll pay.
That I understand. Exemplary patriotism, mates.
Stay out of my way.
Our third maid was not demanding. Gave it up to any man standing. Early in the morning.
What's the meaning of this? Such rudeness and vulgarity, young people these days.
All right. Sheesh.
I sense your blood.
Come out and fight, bitch.
I shall drink your blood.
Come on, cut the shit. Where's that damned catachan? I can hear it.
They found another corpse yesterday. Drained to the last drop. Not an ounce of blood left.
leading to the hut by the river.
Go, while you still can.
Your kind spreads disease, defeatism and desertion.
Killed the monster that was murdering folk. Turns out a catacan was prowling the city.
You speak true. But what on earth's a catacan?
A higher vampire. Particularly interesting case, this one.
How the hell could a foul beast be interesting?
This one liked alcohol. Had a hugely inflated ego, too.
What matters is you snuffed it out. Due some praise for that, Witcher.
So long.
Crawl back under your rock.
Choked to death on 3 pounds of steel.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Blooms are late, and there are very few bees.
Fierce frosts we had this winter. Half the hives on Speaker Rock failed to last until the thaw.
You think the white frost is nigh? That the prophecies are true?
Hard to say. But one thing is certain. Spring comes later every year.
I bet you... Stop pestering me with this confounded cough.
Come on.
We wish to summon the king, all because
Are you the silent druid? Oh yeah. Dumb question. When do you lose your voice? Can you show me? Hold up some fingers? Charming man. They ever try to cure you some other way? Give you potions or herbs? Not just mute. Seems he's deaf, too. Doesn't look like we'll figure much out talking. So long. Talking won't get me anywhere. Maybe he'll say something if I put out his fire. Hornet's nest. Known to have therapeutic uses. In shock therapy, for instance.
I beg you, Modron, stop pestering me with this confounded cough. I beg you, Modron, stop pestering me with this confounded cough.
Tin pots. Stand to make a lot of noise. Maybe give him a smack once he's asleep.
I beg you, Modron, stop pestering me with this confounded cough. I beg you, Modron, stop pestering me with this confounded cough. You look unwell.
Praise the passing day.
Doesn't look like we'll figure much out talking. So long.
Piss off already, you... Oh, nay. My vow of silence. Oh, Lord, no. 3 years. 3 years! Not a word, not a peep! Until today, you made me break my vow. Happy?
I meant well, really.
Well, it certainly didn't turn out well. Out of my sight, swine!
Ha! Heard him screaming clear over here. Grand work, Witcher. Your reward as promised.
How about that? Beard down to his waist and a toddler's sense of humor. Good luck to you.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Time to water the horses.
Geralt, good of you to come by. What can I do for you?
What are you selling? What's good? Take care now.
Could use some hair of the hound. Got any vodka?
Got eyes like a cat. You catch mice too.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Morgan, what are you gonna do in this place? They're not coming back. You're a
Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's swinging it, eh?
Can I have a word?
I serve the goddess and her flock. What can I help you with?
What's with the horseshoes?
Those who wish to race in the hero's pursuits hang them there.
At a series of races? Can outsiders sign up, or is this a closed event?
Freya sees no insiders, no outsiders. Any man can pay her tribute by risking his life in the pursuits. Our races differ from those on the continent. We are beholden to one rule alone. First across the line wins. Sometimes he's the swiftest, other times it is the one who knocks his opponents off their mounts.
Explains the name. There an entry fee?
Courage. If you do not lack it, hang a horseshoe.
Winner get a reward of any kind?
He covers himself in glory, basks in proof of his valor.
Was hoping for something a little more tangible.
To us, such things matter least. But yes, the winner receives something to remind him of his feat. At times it is a sword, at others a helmet or a shield.
How about that? See, you can be practical if you want to. Don't lack courage. Time, though, that's another matter. Still might come back. Take care.
Who said he went after that bear?
That'd make
One night? How was he to survive?
Some tale that. You're a watcher? I seeing right.
Yes. Got work for me?
If you're willing. Some manner of evil prowls about. Got us scared to venture out of the village.
Any idea what kind of beast this is?
Oh, you hear all sorts of things. The wenches clean the nets, blather about koshchays and manticores. But I reckon that's hogwash. We'd seek the counsel of Freya's priestesses, we would. But how can we when we can't get to the shrine?
And nobody's gotten a glimpse of the beast? From a distance, even?
Oh, they have. Right close. Closer than boot and strap. Soon after, their blood spattered the underbrush. Knew from the start no ordinary man could handle the beast. But Sverre insisted. Mustered a crew and... Only 4 came back. The rest massacred east of the village. So, will you help?
Let's talk about my reward.
You want to bargain? How would you count it? Height in hands at the withers, or...?
By species. Drowner's less than a cockatrice.
Aha! But we've no notion what prowls the high road. What do you say you cut it down and then we'll talk?
We pre-agree a price. Define a bonus for unforeseen risks.
So, how much? You knows how to bargain, grant you that. Drop it a bit more, we'll have a deal. You knows how to bargain, grant you that. Drop it a bit more, we'll have a deal. You knows how to bargain, grant you that. Drop it a bit more, we'll have a deal. You knows how to bargain, grant you that. Drop it a bit more, we'll have a deal. Ah, have it your way. 'Tis your neck on the line.
I'll tend to the monster.
Not your first, that's clear enough. Not like our lads. Heads full of fire, but not a morsel of thought between them.
The 4 survivors. Where'll I find them?
Aim to talk to Sverre? Maybe 'tain't a bad idea. They're sitting over there by that hut. Mean to go back to work at the mill?
Oh no.
time to go back to work at the mill?
Aye,
Jeepers.
most likely.
The more
His new captive woman. She's
Graves
from
there than men.
Nilfgaard, you know.
from Nilfgaard.
They ravaged.
And you let
We
her
don't
share his
fuck them
bed.
off.
He wouldn't
Everyone
touch her with a
knows Warwick's
10-foot
got
pole.
better warriors.
Just gives her a good looking over times. Says that when he looks at her.
Well, ask this Witcher. He'll tell you monsters don't set traps.
What's the issue?
Ye or anyone ever heard of a beast setting a wagon in the road, then waiting in ambush? They're too plowing dumb for that, damn it.
Dumb or no, they tore a few of our lads to shreds, and we ran like rats. They deserve to be buried.
Really thought you could take on this monster on your own?
We had to try. If we didn't, who would? Think Larvik's some kind of getaway for mutants? Witchers stopping in every week?
Willing to talk about it? Tell me what happened?
Ask away.
Remember what the monster looked like?
It were dark. Casper thought he saw something, but...
'Cause I did. It was huge. Its maw all blood smeared. Bugger gutted Ungi with one claw, near spliced him in two.
Word is, you were ambushed. Tell me where.
Short way from here, along the road to Lofferton. Saw a wagon crosswise the road near the woods.
We barely got to it when something came rushing through the underbrush, and whoosh! Blood spurted in me eyes. I wiped it away, looked, saw Einar lying dead.
Interesting. Thanks.
Huh? For what?
Vagrant.
By Moorhog's wraiths.
Come on, Roach.
Uncle said folk on the continent got heads like cats.
Watch it.
Only got cat's eyes.
Something really did tear him to pieces. Looks like blood, but... Red clay. Not much left. Beast must have dragged the shredded body to the woods. Creature leading the Neckers is sentient. Gotta be. Capable of setting primitive traps, at least. Tracks lead into the woods. good place for their nest. Seems the Neckers have developed an immunity to the toxin. Now the poison protects their nest. Clever. The main nest. Guess I got company.
Let's go! Whoa!
Oh, great and mighty Freya, help us fulfill the old...
Who are you? Why are you here?
Could ask you the same. Places like this, usually home to necrophages alone.
They're corpse eaters, aye. And they grow bolder by the day. Crawl out to attack the living.
We'll kill them all. Clear the mine with our swords in our hands. Honor our fathers in doing so.
I'm a witcher. Could go with you and help.
And steal the glory due us? No chance.
Glory won't do much for you if ghouls are gnawing on your bones.
When you're thinking it, makes sense.
All right. You lead the way then. This where our son showed in bear.
You're that witch, Yennefer. Hey, where you going?
Smell a card.
Give him hell!
What now, you piece of filth? Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm swing.
Last one. Drag the corpses outside. Burn them. Other ghouls don't scorn their cousins' corpses.
Aye. True.
It's good you came. Seems Freya watches over us to have let you here. We're grateful, and will be for long.
Folk are generous with gratitude. Not so much with coin.
Oh, aye. Sorry. Afterglow of the battle, we're still caught up. Damn, you slice him good. Here, for you.
Thanks. Farewell.
Sure did bear a high price.
Got me eye on you.
Move it! Come on now.
Last night
Thunder
was...
in the bay, gutted like a herring. Crabs and crayfish had quite the feast. All because she ran around with that bandit.
So will you help then?
Killed the beast that was troubling you.
Merciful Freya. Horson's finally dead. Now, tell us, was it a tough fight? Got any wounds need dressing?
No, I'll be all right.
Nothing new to the likes of you. Hard work, witcherin'. All right, your reward. This here's for you.
Thanks. So long.
Trust artistry.
Can you talk? My brother can.
That I cannot believe.
Will you ever stop repeating that?
Decent folk live here.
Oh, as new captain to
Galmar and Geralt, you don't bring
from Nilfgaard.
Cut him down and
rubbish.
you let her
We
share
don't
his
fuck
bed.
them all. Everyone knows Lorvik's got better warriors.
He wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole. Just gives her a good look at
Stupid or maybe
time.
sure.
Says
Sonny,
that
if
when
the
he looks at
novel
her
pair
real
had
close,
landed here,
he hates her so much he's
dead
got to
and gone
scream.
now.
Hemdall watches over Clan
To the village, Baron whore!
You best take that back.
You defile sacred ground. The gods will never forgive you for this.
Ye ain't welcome here, wench.
Always did know how to win friends.
I was provoked.
Saw it happen. Wanted to talk to me about something?
Amos Far Ipsis, a specialist on djinns. Heard of him? I found a tome he'd penned in the Emperor's library. Far Ipsis set off for Skellige one day and was never heard from again. I asked some of the local folk. Some here still remember him.
They know what happened to him?
The locals say they last saw his ship off the coast of Hindisfjall. Then a once-in-an-eon storm broke.
So he's probably fish food by now.
Not necessarily. I must learn what became of him.
Why? Do you know him?
No. It's not the mage who interests me. It's his djinn.
Why are you even interested? Djinns are dangerous sometimes, and malicious all the time.
I remember. But the advantages outweigh the risks. If I can tame a djinn, I shall gain incredible power. And that could be useful to us one of these days.
You sure this mage actually had a djinn?
His books strongly suggest he did. He describes taming one, harnessing energy from its power.
Storm wouldn't pose a threat if he'd had a djinn. He could just utter a wish.
Perhaps he had none left, or something unexpected happened.
All right, so what exactly do you expect me to do?
You must help me find this djinn. I've no gold to offer in reward, but I shall be ever so grateful.
Since you put it that way, fine. I'll help you.
Thank you. A boat awaits in the harbor. Come.
See, you've managed to prepare everything already.
I have.
How could you possibly know I'd agree?
I didn't. Decided to risk it.
Watching the flock whittle. Was finishing a fleet when the wolves came.
Mate.
Lead the way.
Just once, you might try to take the initiative.
Would you even let me?
It would depend on the situation.
Something I've always wondered. What'll you witchers do once there are no basilisks, leshens, or
The landing's
giants
not
around?
far.
This is a terrible crossway. You and the sorceress both.
The ship carrying the djinn sank somewhere in this area.
Not too precise as leads go.
I'll cast a spell on our boat. We'll know if there are any wrecks on the seafloor below us.
All right, let's get to work.
Mind if I take the helm?
I got a choice.
No.
Not sure this djinn thing's a good idea.
We managed to seize one before. Do you remember?
Of course. Dandelion almost lost his voice that time.
How lucky your exorcism saved it. It was poetic.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know that incantation meant begone and plow yourself?
You should have studied foreign languages.
Gonna keep bringing that up for the rest of my life.
Of course. Your last wish effectively assured it.
My wish was about us being together always, not about you mocking my every mistake.
Careful what you wish for. And when your wish is granted, you must accept it with all attendant circumstances.
Yeah.
And as for your missteps, I don't rightly see why I shouldn't laugh if they're amusing. There's something here, on the bottom. It's too deep here. You can't dive that long.
You underestimate me.
On the contrary. After all, I asked you for help. I'll cast a spell. It will slow your heart for a time. You can stay submerged longer.
Assad I Cryde Rithorn.
Ready. Careful down there. How's your bath? Water warm enough for you? How's it going?
Yeah, and you know I hate it when you read my mind.
Strictly speaking, I'm not reading your mind, but using telepathy. Besides, you've nothing to hide, right?
Wouldn't admit it if I did. Not the point.
See anything?
Snapped masts, busted planks, and a whole swarm of drowners. Probably drawn by the corpses of drowned crew. Then made their nest here. There's also a Clan Drummond figurehead.
Not the right ship. Come back up.
wherever the leads take us.
Say we find the Jinn. What'll you do? Ask for a beautiful house? In a palace? In a queen's crown?
Are we still talking about the Jinn? Have we moved on to a talking fish?
Doesn't much matter. Both make wishes come true. What would yours be?
You'll learn in due course. Something's here. Another wreck.
Let's see if our Jinn's down there. Found a wreck. It's been here a while. Woods are on it.
Look around.
Got something. A Skelliger's buckler. Clan Hamai symbols.
Donar's clan.
Donar was a babe in swaddling clothes when this buckler landed here. Got something. A Skelliger's buckler. Clan Hamai symbols.
Donar's clan.
Donar was a babe in swaddling clothes when this buckler landed here. Arrows stuck in the side, the kind Pharaoh folk use. Yen, doubt any of these boats were the mages. These are old sunken longships.
Come back then. We must search elsewhere.
You're getting better at this.
Go even quicker if you helped me down there.
I prefer to observe matters from up here, most definitely.
Yeah, like when we were looking for the Golden Dragon and the avalanche swept us off the trail. Me clinging to the remains of a bridge for dear life. You gripping my waist, admiring the view. Remember? Chasm below us was breathtaking. Rustling trees, a lazily flowing stream.
I remember, though I found myself admiring what I had right in front of me. Something strange about those rocks.
And there's something on the bottom. Let's see what it is.
See something?
Something doesn't do it justice. A huge crater, as if a meteorite landed here.
I must see it.
Diving in after all?
No, I shall cast another spell, to see through your eyes. Now relax. Aisu foltja beidem ein eichte iliveid. That is no meteorite crater.
What is it then?
The effect of teleportation. A powerful force cut out a fragment of the seabed. Rock. Aisu foltja beidem ein eichte iliveid.
silver, pearl-encrusted cutlery. Ship belonged to someone awfully wealthy.
Amos was no pauper. It could very well be his ship.
Something cut this basket exactly in half. Only found half. Can you do anything with this?
I can use it to locate the other half, to within a dozen yards.
And once we find that, we should find the gin.
Exactly. Ready? I'll take us there on the count of 3.
Oh, no, not another portal.
Stop whining. 1, 2... 3.
Said you were gonna go on 3.
I did. Look, we must search the area.
Yen, not so fast. Gotta tell me what this is about first. Why do you want this gin?
But you already know. A djinn's power is priceless to a mage.
That I know, but I also want to know how you plan to use it. Wouldn't go to these lengths if it wasn't something important.
You're right. It's important. Even very important. How long has this been going on, Geralt? This thing between us? 15, 20 years? We repeatedly split up, then return to one another. Something draws us to each other, but I can never be certain if it's a true feeling or merely a bit of mischief by a djinn.
So that's it? This is about my last wish?
You asked that djinn to bind us together forever. I want to ask this one to take that wish back.
Why would you want to do that?
To see what it's like without it. To see if we'll still matter to one another. Or if we'll be like two strangers.
What if I don't want to know?
I'm afraid you no longer have a choice. Come, let's search the ship.
Seems Amos was quite the eccentric, asking the djinn to lift half his ship to a mountaintop.
He didn't necessarily. Djinns are inherently mischievous. This one might have granted his wish and perverted it in doing so.
In that case, I'd appreciate it if you didn't wish I'd disappear from your life.
I've yet to decide how to word it. We should explore the ship.
Interesting. Mystery of mysteries, Agnes of Glanville. Political Empires by Giambattista. Mage must have slept here. Nothing interesting. Nothing here. Wonder what this means. Nice shoes. Looks like the impact with the mountain was so powerful it popped the wearer right out of them. Blood. Someone was dragged across the deck. War left this mark when the ship suddenly tipped to one side. Blood. Someone was dragged across the deck. War left this mark when the ship suddenly tipped to one side.
Yen, think you should see this.
What do you have? It's Amos. Looks exactly like the etching in the book. Except his head was intact there.
Think the Jinn did this to him?
No, it wouldn't attack its master. This looks rather like an unfortunate accident. When the storm broke, Amos must have uttered a wish like, "Take us away, anywhere, to a mountaintop, even." And the Jinn granted the wish literally. They had a hard landing. Amos was thrown off his feet and against the wall. The bookcase did the rest.
Always knew too much studying could kill you. If he died while being teleported, Seal might still be on him.
Behold.
Bravo! Come to the deck. I've an idea.
Cold's preserved the corpse. Died from head trauma. Bookcase cracked his skull. Must have been a hard landing atop this mountain. Nothing interesting here. Nothing here.
Step back a bit.
What are you going to do?
Summon and tame the Jinn. It's not likely to be happy. Stand at the ready.
Tame Jinn. Rif Kaishta ein Gaia. Kaishta eb disglare. Didvired mig hassel.
Take it you have a plan.
You must weaken him while I draw him into the sphere.
Care to trade places?
Just a bit more. I can feel his strength waning.
I like that silver.
Got you! Your master died before uttering his last wish. I cannot capture you. We can struggle like this for eternity, or I can release you. If you do one thing for me. Do you see the spell that binds us? Only a Jinn can remove another Jinn's spell. Remove this one and you'll be free.
Storm's over.
Yes. It's all over.
Maybe we should sit. You look a bit dazed.
I'm not, but we can sit.
Feel any better?
I told you, I'm fine.
Don't need to play tough for me. That was a hard fight. Maybe not as hard as the last time we tamed a djinn, but still.
No comparison, I'm afraid. Half of Rind suffered then. Now I'm merely a bit tired. Thank you for coming, Geralt. I'd have had a much harder time of it on my own.
Well, never could say no to you.
Perhaps that will change now.
Feel anything? That anything's different?
I expected... I don't know what I expected, actually. A bit of vertigo, perhaps. I thought you'd become a stranger to me. That I'd look at you and not feel a thing. But it's not like that at all. Nothing's changed.
Jinn might have cheated us after all.
Why?
Because I don't feel that anything's changed either. I love you, Yen.
And I love you.
What was that?
It can't be all sweetness and light.
Strange. Done that so many times. But it felt like our first kiss to me.
It was, in a way. Besides, once you say I love you, a kiss has to taste differently.
Maybe we ought to test a few other things. Amos's cabin looked cozy.
Not so fast, Geralt. We'll have plenty of time to visit cozy cabins later. But I doubt the world will end if we sit here a while. My, it's lovely.
Think the spirits of Skellige favor us. Next time we go on horseback.
A horse would never make it down that mountain.
What now?
Well, I'm due to appear in Vizima. We must report to the Emperor after all.
Ciri's our concern, and only ours.
At heart, perhaps. But it's not what we agreed with Emir. We must see him.
Awfully loyal to your patron.
He happens to be your patron as well, darling. You'd do well to remember that. Otherwise he might feel compelled to remind you.
If we gotta, we gotta.
We wouldn't have known Ciri had returned if not for the Emperor and his agents. It's the least we can do.
Yen, what happened back there?
Was very nice. Let's not ruin it by hashing out the details.
I'm going to see the Baron. Collect Uma from him, then we'll ride for Kaer Morhen.
I shall join you as quickly as I can.
See you, Yen. Take care of yourself.
Geralt?
So, feel any different after our encounter with the Jinn?
Yes. Now I feel regret.
Mean to say that?
That I regret we didn't try that earlier. Much earlier.
Think we would have argued less?
Quite the opposite. But the other moments would have been more intense as well. Moments like this.
Ever think about the past? About your time with the Hunt?
At times, I'm amazed we survived. Eridan's not usually one to leave witnesses behind.
That's just it. He didn't. Lost my memory when I escaped the Hunt.
Ah, yes. Your famous amnesia.
You didn't have it?
For a short time only. Once the Emperor's mages got their hands on me, my memory quickly returned.
When the Hunt had you, hope they didn't hurt you.
Even if they did, I've no memory of it. The whole time's but a string of phantom images. Blood and fire. A wild chase through different worlds. All shrouded in fog. Though I do remember you coming for me. Trading your life for mine. I hadn't the chance to thank you then.
You'd have done the same for me.
I'm touched by your certainty. But you've yet to tell me how you escaped them.
Wouldn't mind knowing that myself. There are times I remember rushing forward, Red Riders around me. Next thing I know, I'm in the woods at the foot of Kaer Morhen. That's it. What did Eridan want from you exactly?
The same thing he wanted from you. You don't recall?
Draw a blank on most of my time with them.
We were bait, Geralt. Both of us. Eridan believed Ciri would come for us sooner or later and he would capture her. Fortunately, she didn't fall for it.
How do you go from being the Emperor's hostage to being his ally?
One day, the door of my cell opened, and instead of seeing the usual officer, I saw Emir. He promised to release me and grant me free reign of the Imperial Treasury, provided I did what he asked.
He told you about Ciri, and you accepted his offer. Why?
Shared aims make for strange bedfellows. I knew I had to find Ciri before Eridan did, and if any man had the power and the means to help me, it was the Emperor. Besides, once all's said and done, he is her father.
Why didn't you look for me after you'd recovered your memory and your freedom?
I assumed you would recover quickly and find me first.
You had mages to help you. I was on my own.
Well, not entirely. Besides, I knew you'd fled the Hunt. Eridan would never have let you go. He'd erased my memory, but you escaped. It was wholly possible he hadn't had the chance with you. And there were your Witcher mutations. I expected they'd stave off any serious injury.
Still can't get something out of my mind.
What?
Found something that might belong to you. That skull some sort of accessory? If so, you've changed your style a bit.
It's a weapon.
Don't remember ever seeing you with that.
It's as you said. I've changed my style.
Thanks, Yen. See you later.